this documentary is about Nalanda, the greatest ancient Mahavihar in the world. The history of Nalanda goes back to the days of Mahavira and Buddha in the 6th century BC. Nalanda Mahavihar is regarded as one of the greatest Mahavihar of the ancient world. It was founded by Kumaragupta I of the great Gupta dynasty during the first half of the 5th century CE. King Harshvardhan of Kanauj in the first half of the 7th century CE and the Pala rulers of East India from the 8th to the 12th century continued to extend patronage to this academic cum monastic center. Nalanda was the place of birth and nirvana of Sariputra, one of the illustrious disciples of Buddha. Nalanda Mahavihar distinguished itself as a great center of learning in the larger part of Asia and attracted both students and scholars from foreign countries. Scholars of great repute such as Asanga, Shilbhadra, Dharmapala, Dharmakirti and celebrated Chinese travelers Yun Sang and Itzing had been associated with Nalanda Mahavihar as students, teachers or both.
At that time, some of the foremost scholars from China came and took knowledge from here, took learning from here, took back manuscripts and documents from here in huge quantities and translated them back to Chinese or used others to translate them. The importance of Nalanda can also be gauged from the fact that it was recognized as a center of monastic as well as scholarly learning.
The Chinese scholastic travelers have left in their accounts a detailed description of structures and functioning of the eminent Mahavihar. A variety of subjects like theology, grammar, logic, astronomy, metaphysics, medicine, and philosophy were taught here. Financially, the institution was maintained by the revenue collected from villages that were bestowed by the contemporary rulers specifically for this purpose, which is evident from the inscriptions and the accounts of Yun Sang. So far, as many as 11 monasteries and 6 temples have been exposed through the excavations. The monasteries are quite identical in general layout and planning. A single entrance, central courtyard, rows of cells, a common veranda all around, a secret chamber for keeping valuables, a staircase leading to an upper story kitchen, a well, a granary, and a common place for prayers and meetings constituted some of the essential common components of these monasteries. It was supplemented by a rich library where texts on diverse subjects were studied, copied and preserved. Temple number 3 is the largest and most imposing structure. Originally, it had 4 corner towers, out of which only 2 remain. They are decorated with rows of niches containing beautiful stucco images of Buddha and Bodhisattvas, which are fine specimens of the Gupta period imperial art, 4th to 5th century CE. The interesting features of temple number 2 are the dado of 211 sculptured panels over the molded plinth. Nalanda Mahavihar was a residential center of learning, where at one time around 10,000 students used to stay.
even in those ancient times, there was a teacher-student ratio of 1:7. The other very unique feature was that the teaching was through a method of discourse and discussion.
The significance of Nalanda can also be pointed out from the fact that it was founded by a Hindu king, Kumaragupta I, who set up a Buddhist monastery and center of learning. The decline of the great Mahavihar started in the later Pala period, but the final blow came in around 1200 CE by the invasion of Bakhtiyar Khilji. After more than 700 years, the Archaeological Survey of India conducted the excavations based on the research of Francis Buchanan Hamilton, Broadley and Alexander Cunningham during two periods, from 1915 to 1937 and from 1974 to 1982 under the supervision of D.B. Spooner, Hiranand Shastri and others. The Archaeological Survey of India maintains the site. The pleasing ambience of the lush green lawns and selective planting provides the entire complex a pollution-free environment. Nalanda is an important stop of the Buddhist circuit. The average yearly visitors' footfall is more than 300,000 visitors. It is a popular international tourist destination.
नीतीश सरकार, रिश्ता विश्वास का, संकल्प विकास का।